Okay, without any further ado, let's get started with this webinar, guys. Thanks for joining in. My name is Arsh. I am pre-sales solutions engineer at Soft Solutions. Today we'll go over Manage Engine's self-service password management tool, that is ADSelf-Service Plus. If you guys have any questions around this presentation or around the product, please write them down in the questions section, and I will answer them at the end of this webinar. Okay, let's just go next. All right. So today's agenda. Today we'll go over just a very general overview of what ADSelf-Service Plus is, what's enrollment process, what is it, why do we need it, and I'll go over a bit of a demo on enrollment process, and then we'll go over how we can reset our password or our end user's password. How can they reset their passwords, which is probably the main question, or probably what got you guys here attending this webinar. And after that, I will go over authentication method demo, where I will show my mobile phone where I have a ADSelf-Service Plus app, and how easy it is for me to reset my password and re-enroll myself. And at the end, we'll finish it off with a few benefits of ADSelf-Service Plus and the additions available, just to guys get you started. So what is ADSelf-Service Plus? It is a secure web-based end-user password management program which allows domain users to perform self-service password reset, self-service account unlock, and self-update their personal details like the mobile phone numbers in Microsoft Windows Active Directory. With the help of ADSelf-Service Plus, you as an admin can empower your end users to reset their own domain passwords and unlock their own domain accounts in Microsoft Windows Active Directory. So let's check out the ADSelf-Service Plus console, and over there I'll just show you guys the dashboard, what it looks like. We'll go over reports, and then we'll go over how do we a bit about the rebranding, just to get you get you guys familiarized with the dashboard itself. So here is the ADSelf-Service Plus dashboard. Right now we are at the dashboard page, so we have a very graphical view of the three types of reports available. We have user reports, enrollment reports, and then we have audit reports. And on the right we have few highlights around this product, so you don't have to go hunting through the product, and you can pretty much pick up all the main things which are made available right on the dashboard page. As you guys can see, it has a on the bottom top left we see this button where it says select domain to view. So yes, you can have multiple domains, and you can sync passwords with multiple domains as well. Let's check out the reports tab. So over here, as an admin, you can schedule reports, email them to yourself whenever you need to, and reports as in you can see what users have been logged out and how many users have been logged out in last month or 2 months. You can see all the audit reports and enrollment reports. You can see what users are enrolled, any security questions report, how many users have failed the security questions, how many users have forgotten their security questions, and so on and so forth. So all of these reports are available here. Let's jump into the admin tab. I'll cover the rest ones later on in this webinar. So straight away in the admin tab we see customize your user logon page. So if I click this, I can see this is my user logon page where I just logged in with. I can pretty much, this is a GUI based customization, so I can drag and drop if I don't want this line here. If I want a horizontal line, I can drop it here, change the size of it and drop it here. So it's fully customizable. You can change, if you do not want this, you can delete this, get rid of this, you can move this pretty much anywhere. You can put your own logos, change your company's logo. So you can, it's fully rebranded, so you can rebrand it to your extent. I don't want to save this, I'll just go back. And then the same thing we have for our mobile phones. So this is what it looks like on your mobile phones. And you can customize this. You can again put your company's logo, you can change things around. And this is what it looks like on a tablet. Like I mentioned, you can put your own logo, you can change the color of the dashboard, you can choose what the end users see. So if you do not want them to see particular tabs, or if you do not want them to do particular things, you can definitely go ahead and change that. System utilities. So over here, so it's just a personalized. So system utilities, you can back up your configurations with your dashboard. And over here we have server settings, where you can set up your mail server, and your SMS settings and all that stuff. Before I go any further, enrollment is very important. In order for you to use or go ahead with this product, enrollment is the next step. It's pretty much the first step, actually. So in the world of computers, you are identified by your username and password combination. I'm sure you all can agree that with me. So now, when you come to the ADSelf-Service Plus to reset your Windows password or unlock your lockdown account, first it has to identify you or your end users. It needs to make sure that it is indeed you trying to reset your own password or unlock your own account. For that reasons, you have to enroll your end users. So when a user enrolls with ADSelf-Service Plus, the information provided by the user is used to authenticate them when they use features like, self-reset password and self-unlock account. Trusting the end users with the power to reset their password or unlock their accounts carries a certain amount of risk, and keeping that in mind, ADSelf-Service Plus uses security questions, emails or SMS verification code, sends secure link via them, and uses Google Authenticator to verify the identity of users. If you enroll, the features your end users get are the features that your end users get are self-service password reset, and they get self-service account unlock. If you do not enroll, then the available features are self-service Active Directory update, so the end users can update their own Active Directory attributes, for example, phone number, address, department, that sort of stuff. Excuse me. And they can also, another thing available is people search, where they can search the employees, and password expiry notification. So password expiry notification is when the end users, pretty much your dashboard sends a email notification to end users that, hey, your password is about to expire in X number of days. Please update it as soon as you can. So these three features are available if your end users are not enrolled. However, if your end user wants to reset the password remotely, 24/7, wherever they are, they need to be enrolled. So let's look at few enrollment ways. How can you enroll users? There we go. So in order for us to enroll users, so first step for us would be to create a new policy. I already have a policy here named softsoul.co.nz. However, for demo purposes, I'll go and create a new policy. Name, I'll just name it webinar policy. And do I want the end user to reset their password? I'll check that as a yes. Do I want them to unlock their account? Yes. Do I want them to self-update their AD information? I do not want the end user to do that, because I might think that they might update the wrong information. So I don't want the end user to do that. And do I want them to change password before it has even expired? No, I'll tick that as well. So I've ticked these three features. And next step for me is to select OUs and groups. So after I've done here, so here I can see I can select users based on OUs or groups. Again, I've chosen my domain. I only have one domain in this case, which is SoftSoul. So right now we're looking at the tree view. I can go ahead and look at the list view, where I can see all the computers. Again, tree view, I like that. So all I'll do is I'll just tick softsoul.co.nz, and all the users within this will have this policy. I won't go ahead and save this, so I'll just go ahead and play around with the already built policy named softsoul.co.nz. And this policy has all of these ticked. So users can self-update, password reset, unlock, and change their password. Next step for us, in order to enroll users, so we'll go to the administrative tools, and I'll go quick enrollment. So over here we see there are 4 different ways we can get the end users to enroll themselves. So the first one we have is force enrollment. Oops, sorry about that. Oh, mistake there, so go back here. So force enrollment. So over here, an admin can configure, so if I just go into this, an admin can configure force enrollment to users in the domain or users who are part of the password policy. So configuring this force enrollment, it allows ADSelf-Service Plus to search for non-enrolled users and associate their accounts with a logon script, which prompts them to enroll whenever they log into their domain account or whenever they log into the network. If you already are using a logon script, which I'm sure 80% of us already are when you're connecting to network printers and all that stuff, what the Manage Engine has done, they have given you the code to auto force enroll the users. So you just have to add that part within your already running logon script, and it will prompt users to enroll themselves. Why is it forced enrollment? So users do not have a way they can get out of it. They can't close the application. They pretty much can't do it. They can only get rid of it after they have enrolled themselves. Second, we have send enrollment notification via email or push notification. So after you've installed ADSelf-Service Plus, it is paramount that you instruct users to enroll with ADSelf-Service Plus. So enrollment notification can be used to notify users via an email to enroll with ADSelf-Service Plus, to avail themselves of password self-service features. The notification email is sent only to users who are not enrolled with ADSelf-Service Plus. So if users are already enrolled and they're part of this domain SoftSol, they won't be getting this email, which is really handy. And of course, you can customize this, change the subject, you can change the mail server, and you can choose push notification or email notification. And you can schedule this notification and set it up to, you can add a new schedule weekly, monthly, and you can do that. So you can do daily, weekly, monthly, hourly. You can choose that and just go save, and it will automatically keep looking for new users in the domain and keep reminding them, please enroll, please enroll. So that was the enrollment notification. The third one we have is auto enrollment. So auto enrollment, in other words, we have is import or enroll data from a CSV file. So it allows you to enroll end users and complete the enrollment process on end users' behalf without their intervention. If you do not want if your end users are not really techie or they just don't know what it is, what you can do, you can pretty much enroll on their behalf. You can import answers to security questions, both security questions and answers, email ID and mobile number. Again, you choose your policy, softsol.co.nz, import answer, mobile number, email ID to your security, question in this case. Choose your question. Select the CSV file. I'll show you a sample CSV file. Block the pop-up. One more time. There you go. So this is a quick view of a sample CSV file. So first name, account name, and at the bottom we have the answer of the security question, which is football in this case, and then Martin and blue. This is a sample looking CSV file. And the last but not least, we have you can import enrollment data from external database. So this is a feature of ADSelf-Service Plus, which can be used by you as an admin to connect in-house data sources like Oracle, Microsoft SQL or MySQL, and the other external data sources with ADSelf-Service Plus. And these external data sources can then be used to store enrollment data. And this would be considered as an automatic way to enroll data as well. So this was how to enroll users to ADSelf-Service Plus so they can reset their own password. So let's come back here. Let's go next. Okay. So how can users reset their password? So there are 10 ways users can authenticate themselves and reset their passwords and unlock their accounts. 5 on the left are the generic ones. They have been so Manage Engine ADSelf-Service Plus team are working really hard, and they keep updating, or they keep bringing out new ways users can authenticate themselves so they can reset their password. Biometric, QR code, time-based, one-time passcode, and push notification. These literally came out 10 days ago. These are very new, these 4. However, the other 6 are have been there for quite a while. So these are the 10 ways right now. I'm sure there will be more in the future. End users can reset or authenticate themselves and reset their password or unlock their accounts. A quick demonstration. So what I'm going to do, so over here, so in this one, so we'll go to, we went to policy configuration where we created a new policy. Well, I didn't really create one, but this is where our policy is, softsoul.co.nz. If I go to multi-factor authentication on the left, I can see, oops, too zoomed in. So I can see there's a one-way. First one we see is security question and answers. It's unticked. I can tick this and make users, so users within this policy, softsoul.co.nz, I can make them into their, authenticate themselves via security question and answers, but I know most of us do forget. I've forgotten mine, so I'm not going to take this one. Second one, we have verification code. So a reset link will be sent to your email address and mobile number. And you click on the link and it'll take you to a new web page and it'll ask you to, hey, please enter your new password, confirm a new password, and that's pretty much it. That's how easy it is. Google Authenticator, you can enable this and register your app with this. Duo Security, RS Secure ID, and then we have Radius Authentication. So these are the generic, the old 6 of these. However, the new 4 ones, if I go to Mobile App Authenticator, over here we see enable push notification, fingerprint authentication, QR code authentication, and time-based password. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to turn on my webcam so you guys can see my mobile app, and I will show you that right now, as you guys can see, the fingerprint is not enabled, the authentication is not ticked. So first I will show it to you guys without the without the fingerprint enabled. So let me go ahead. Oh, you guys can see that. Okay. So over here I have my phone. It will take some time to focus. There we go. It's coming back. So that's the phone. So here we have the ADSelf-Service Plus app. Oops. I can't tap on it. There you go. Okay. So straight off the bat, what the end users see. First of all, so again, guys, you can see the my phone, right? You guys can see the webcam view. Please raise your hand or write down in the question section if you guys can see my phone and the webcam view. Okay, thanks for that. Just wanted to double check. I'm not talking to myself. Okay, so here we have the end user app. It's available on Android, iOS. I'm sure it's available on more platforms, but I can't remember from the top of my head. So here we have, straight off the bat, we see password reset, we see unlock account, and then we have login. So let me just go a bit more here. So password reset, unlock account, login, and at the bottom we have help and feedback. So of course, firstly, you would need to set up the server settings. However, the server settings can be, the end users can ask you as an admin to enter them, or you can set a QR code. All the end user has to do is go to the website, the dashboard, scan the QR code, and all the server settings are automatically set. In this case, I'm an admin, so I've already set up this app myself. So firstly, what I'll do, I'll show you guys reset password. So I'll go to password reset. So let's wait for that to focus. So it asks me for my verification. So it asks me for my username and it asks me for the domain. So give me a second. So what I'll do, I will enter my username and then I'll change and I'll have my domain over here. So I'll enter my details, and the next thing for me is go to next. Okay, so if you guys can read it, so it's asking me for the identification verification. Oh, sorry, identify verification. So over here, it's asking me, do I want a verification code to be sent via an email or a mobile phone? If you guys do remember, I have only verification mode ticked. I didn't have fingerprint. I didn't have anything else. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to tick email, and it already popped up my email address, and it is getting this email address from Active Directory. I'll go next. It's very hard to use phone like this. Okay. So what it's asking me for a PIN code. and the PIN code is available in my email address. So if I can open my Outlook, not a problem. So after this, so the next step for me after this is, actually, I think it would be wise for me to pop on my Outlook, and what I'll do, I will actually enter the one-time PIN code, show you guys the email, and there you go. So if you guys can see, oops, there you go. So if you guys can see my Outlook, you can see that I have a PIN code available. So I'm just going to enter that PIN code. So we have, it's 09361-499. So I have done that. I've entered my one-time PIN code. So what's asking me for next is enter your new password and confirm the new password. You would also you would also notice that on the top right there is a little time limit. There's a little time limit. So time limit you can set right now, set to 5 minutes. However, you can go ahead and set the time limit and make sure that users do not spend, or it's not somebody trying to hack it. So that was without the fingerprint. So what I'm going to do now, I'll go back to the dashboard. If you guys can still see my screen, I'm sure you can. I'm going to enable fingerprint authentication over here, which is a very new one. Like I said, mentioned, came out 10 days ago. I've enabled it from here. I would also need to go advanced. Right now, only verification is ticked. I will need to tick fingerprint authentication, which is also ticked here. Now we'll just go OK. So that's done, and at the bottom I'll just hit save. So that has been saved. Over here, as you guys can see, fingerprint notification has been enabled. So I am back with my phone. Okay, so what I'm going to do, I'm just going to go back to the home page. There you go. Again, I'm back at my home page. Let's wait for that to focus, if it can focus. Okay. So here, home page. Again, what I'm going to do, I'm going to try to reset my password. So I'm going to go password reset into my username. So this time, it should ask me. So the main idea is multi authentication, not just single. So verification code by itself is not that safe. So we do need end users to verify themselves with multiple authentication. Again, I'll choose email. And after I have entered my passcode, that's done. And I've gotten another passcode, so that was 50380-30374. So that's done. So after I've entered the passcode, straight off the bat, it has asked me for fingerprint authentication. So let me just see what it says. Tap scan to begin fingerprint scanning, or tap deny. So what I'll do, I'll go ahead and tap scan. So what's asking me right now, it is asking me to please put your finger on your fingerprint scanner. I'm just going to do that now. And I just did that because the fingerprints are the back, guys. And what is it doing? And there you go. Again, we see the same screen, which is new password and confirm password with a time limit over here. So that's how easy it is for the end users to reset their password. And the same procedure works as unlocking the account. So that was reset password. You also see to change password or enroll, click login. So what I'm going to do, I'm already enrolled. I'm just going to go log in. It's asking me for my username, password, and my domain. Just give me a sec. So I'm just logging in right now. Hopefully the password was right. Okay. So right now it's asking me to change password. So it gives me two different ways. Again, old password, confirm new password. So that's one thing it asks me to do. Second thing it asks me to do is, that was change password, sorry. And the second one is enrollment. So over here, what I can do, I can add more fingerprints, and I can add more mobile numbers and and email addresses. That's because the policy softstore.co.nz has allowed me to self-update my Active Directory details. So I go to fingerprint, I can add myself more fingerprints. And that's how easy it is for end users to enroll themselves, update the Active Directory information, reset their password, and unlock the account straight from a mobile phone. And the whole process is similar in iOS as well. Again, I'll just go mobile authentication, and yep. So that was it. So let's get back to the dashboard. Okay. So that was the authentication method demo. Okay. Benefits of ADSelf-Service Plus. So firstly, it adds, ADSelf-Service Plus, it helps reduce constant incoming password reset tickets, giving you or your technicians who run your help desk free time, which further allows you to focus on additional tasks. It also avoids repetitive tasks and utilizes technicians or you as an admin's time over challenging tasks, which adds value to your organization. It also adds enormous value to your business proposition by reducing costs, safeguarding greater return on your investment, and improving your efficiency. Another main one, it provides a web-based access to your clients, to your customers, which ensures they can unlock the account and change their password whenever they need to, no matter wherever they are. It doesn't matter if they lock themselves out during work hours or after work hours. ADSelf-Service gives your users the power to reset their password without hassling your help desk support team. ADSelf-Service provides, it also provides a one-click access to cloud applications. So that is one portal for all your login needs. In this case, what you can do, or your users can simply have to log into the ADSelf-Service Plus dashboard, which functions as the identity provider. Once the users logged in, they have access to a dashboard which lists the cloud applications the users have access to. With just one click, users will be able to access individual applications without entering their username and password again and again. So let me go back to the dashboard and give you guys a good overview of what I'm talking about. So when I say a single cloud applications, when I say applications, I mean cloud applications. So if I go to password sync or single sign-on, so excuse me, so ADSelf-Service Plus can sync password or link accounts with 90 and plus built-in applications, cloud applications within ADSelf-Service Plus. So if a end user forgets their domain password, and it would be very, and if they forget their domain password, they'll also most probably will forget their Office 365 or Zendesk or Salesforce or Dropbox password as well. So it's good to link all these passwords. What the end user needs to do, then you come here, click on Office 365, which I haven't really configured, so you would need to configure this. You would need to sync your password, and the end user can access all of that straight from here. So let's see, we have IBM, Oracle, Zoho is here. What else do we have? As you guys can see, there's so many cloud-based applications that you can sync passwords through. GoToMeeting, that's the tool I'm using right now. We have Freshdesk. So most of them are the help desk products as well, and different type of Open LDAP, Active Directory we have here. So all of these can be synced. The passwords can be synced with the ADSelf-Service Plus password. Additions. Before I get onto the additions, ADSelf-Service Plus, it is licensed on number of enrolled users. So it doesn't matter if your domain has, I don't know, 500 users, as long as only, let's say, out of those 500, only 20 users are enrolled, you will only be licensed on those 20 users. ADSelf-Service Plus is available in 3 different editions. First we have is the free edition. This edition supports up to 50 domain users and supports all features of Professional Edition, Standard Edition, supports all features of Standard Edition. And then we have the Standard Edition. This edition supports up to 50 to unlimited domain users. Professional Edition at last. This edition has the same set of features as the Standard Edition. However, it consists of few additional features such as Gina Login Agent, or Gina Login Agent is also called the Credentials Manager. So what that does is it allows the end users to hit Control-Alt-Delete and reset their password or unlock their account. So thanks for your time, guys. Really appreciate. Do you guys have any questions? Please write them down in the questions section and I should be able to help you out. Any questions, guys? I think I'm in the right section. So yeah, just there should be a questions field. If you guys have any questions around there, click me. You can write them down, and I'll be happy to answer them. Okay, not a problem, guys. If you guys have any technical query or a pricing question, or would like another personalized product demo, sort of like a one-on-one with me, you can reach out to us at sales@manageengine.co.nz, and I'll be happy. I'll pick it up the ticket and help you guys out. Also, check out our website manageengine.co.nz and stay up to date with all the Manage Engine happenings around New Zealand. Thank you, guys. Thank you for your time. What I'll do, I will end this webinar now, and it'll be great to hear from you guys again. Thank you. Bye.